Hello and welcome back to Johnnie Bennie Campus News, your go-to channel for updates on campus life and events. I'm Ben Bugby.
And I'm Daisha Gray. We will start off by throwing it over to Chloe and Olivia to give us a recap on all things CSB SJU sports.
Welcome back to Sports Roundup. I'm Chloe.
And I'm Olivia. We have a lot going on in the sports world this week, so let's get right into it.
This weekend, Bennie Volleyball is traveling to St. Peter to face Gustavus tonight at 7 p.m. and then returning home for a Saturday night game at 7 p.m. in Clare Lynch Hall versus Hamlin. On Wednesday, in a hard-fought battle, CSB fell to Eau Claire in a 3-1 decision. Junior Callie Jones delivered a standout performance, recording her 27th career double-double with 15 kills and 12 digs. Saturday is the homecoming game, so make sure to support Bennie Volleyball at 7 p.m. on Alumni Night.
Johnnie Soccer is on the road this weekend facing Gustavus on Saturday at 1 p.m. On Monday, the team secured their first conference victory of the season, 4-1 over St. Scholastica. Freshman forward Axel Martin scored a hat trick. Martin scored twice in the first half and once in the 68th minute. This is the second hat trick of the season for St. John's. The last time SJU had two players score a hat trick in one season was 2004. Good luck this weekend.
Best of luck to SJU Golf, who is also on the road this weekend for the MIAC Championship in Brooklyn Park. The meet takes place all weekend, extending from Saturday the 27th to Monday the 29th.
CSB Golf will also be preparing for the MIAC Championship, which will be next weekend, October 4th through the 6th. They'll be coming off a successful finish of second out of 12 teams at the St. Kate's Fall Invite.
That's all we have this week. Make sure to get out to the homecoming football game on Saturday at 1 p.m. Back to you guys.
Thanks as always to Chloe and Olivia for delivering the latest updates on Johnnie Bennie sports and activities. And most importantly, good luck to all of our athletes competing this weekend. And we hope that you can all get out to the football game for homecoming as well.
Before we look into some of next week's events, we want to take a look from an interview we had with Dennis McDonough during his time on our campuses.
It was really a joy to have Dennis on campus here. And what's always just so fascinating to me as we see alums come back is just the twinkle in their eye and the joy and pride they have about St. John's. I mean, here is the former White House Chief of Staff, the former Secretary of Veterans Affairs, who has come back and continues to serve right here on these campuses. Let's take a look at the clip.
Today it is my special honor to join Dennis McDonough, former Chief of Staff to President Obama, along with Secretary of Veterans Affairs under President Biden. And more importantly, maybe than anything at all, a former Johnnie. But beyond that, we're really excited to have you here today, and we're so thrilled about the dinner or the lunch that's ensuing here. But a couple quick questions that are on the minds of St. John's. So tell us a little bit about your time here at St. John's, real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. I'm really pleased to be here. I graduated in 1992. I came up here from Stillwater High School where I graduated. Played football here at St. John's. I was a Spanish and history major. And, you know, I made some terrific friendships and relationships here. And I'm thrilled to have a chance to come back.
You're very kind. Now, you're now serving on the Board of Trustees. What compelled you to bring your efforts, your talents back to St. John's in that capacity?
Well, first of all, I was honored that President Brees asked me to serve on the board. Secondly, I'm really proud of my association with St. John's. It's a special place, St. John's, St. Ben's, for me personally. And so the opportunity to get to work with the other trustees on things important to our students at St. John's, St. Ben's is a huge opportunity. I wouldn't have missed it.
Well, thank you. We greatly appreciate that. Now, I've got another quick question for you here, and now we're sort of diving into the realm of presidential leadership.
Yes.
As we look at the current administration, I think there's a lot of questions about character and ways that that he handles himself. And so I would just be curious, serving under two administrations and watching many others in the D.C. area, how would you describe the presidency as a body, as an institution? And further, what characteristics do you feel are some of the most important?
Yeah, well, you know, the presidency obviously is the second article outlined in the second article of the Constitution. The first article outlines the powers of the Congress. And then, of course, the third article outlines the powers of the judiciary. And so the president's powers are very clearly enunciated there in the Constitution, and we got to make sure that we stick to those. And we also want to make sure that the other two articles, Congress and the judiciary, also, understand their roles and that they're carrying those out. And I think the best functioning governments over time in Washington have certain touchstones. They're transparent, they're candid, they're aggressive about protecting their prerogatives. So the president protects his prerogatives, but Article 1, the Congress protects its prerogatives, and Article 3, the judiciary protects its. And so I think we've seen versions of that over the course of time. And I think, as your question suggests, there's been a lot of questions about certain practices, many of them new in this administration. We'll see how those carry out over time.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're being called off here as you've got to come up and speak, and we've got to enjoy some pasta. But I can tell you what a joy it is to interview you here.
Oh, thanks
and
so
moreover, what a joy it is to have you on campus. So thank you very much. We appreciate your time and your efforts and
Thanks
your
so much.
contributions.
Joy's mine. It's
thank
great to
you.
be home.
What a great opportunity to speak to a very accomplished alum. Keep looking out for more feature interviews like this one this year.
The Johnnie Bennie Bash, put on by CSLE, is from 5 to 8 p.m. this Saturday after the football game. There will be food trucks and live music in the CSB Mall area. Make sure to get out this weekend and enjoy all of the spectacular homecoming events.
Another Johnnie and Bennie Week event is the 3rd annual President's Fishing Classic. This is from 2 to 4 p.m. on Sunday at Lake Sag. Register on mycsb.sju.edu if you're interested.
What do you think, Daisha? Should we get out there and reel in a big one this weekend?
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should. There you have it. In other news, walk-in flu clinics for all employees and students is coming up. The cost is $20 cash or check. The next flu clinics will be Wednesday, October 1st at 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. in the HCC 114 and 115 at CSB.
There will also be times Thursday, October 2nd at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., Mary Hall, 08 SJU, and Wednesday, October 8th at 11:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., Goretzky 120 at CSB.
And with that, we wrap up another week's edition of Johnnie Bennie Campus News.
We appreciate your viewership. Join us again next week for the latest in campus updates, noteworthy news, and upcoming events.
Your ongoing support is crucial, so make sure to let your friends know where they can stay up to date with the latest on Johnnie Bennie Campus News. And be sure to check out our Instagram at Johnnie Bennie Media. We're excited for all of our upcoming projects this year, so make sure to be active on all of our social media accounts this semester to see our short clips from featured segments. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, I'm Ben Bugbee.
And I'm Daisha Gray. We'll see you next time.